Aloha, everybody. Today is December 9th, 2016, and welcome to our, 2015. Wow.
You said 2019? Ooh, that was a little warp mind there.
Welcome to our long distance healing webinar program. And this healing opportunity is brought to you by the passion of Kahu Fred Sterling. He is a founder of Signature Cell Healing. He's a master healer, master teacher. He's also the exclusive medium in the whole wide world for Master Guide Kiriel from the Seventh Light. I am Patty Athena Sterling, the co-host for today. But I have to tell you guys this. This is exciting. This is what my favorite program of them all.
Okay.
Today I have a very sexy voice because I'm processing through a new splinter.
Sexy voice?
A sexy voice, yes. Getting over a cold and a flu, and which got me down for at least 6 days. 6 days is mastery. And the things I've learned from this process. Anyway, I'm so grateful that I have to tell my story first, right? This is interesting. So,
first of all, we've been married for 45 years.
Yeah. So maybe you guys can relate to this. So I've been down with the cold and flu for 6 days. And, you know, Master Carol always told us, and Kahu always told us, if you have a cold, stay down because you're processing a new splinter. Well, that's what it was, because last month I had the same symptoms, but I refused that splinter, so I got really slammed this time. And in the process
let me just say, some of you folks out there may be going through something right now.
Yeah.
This is what she's saying. She was doing fine. A couple of weeks ago, she had a little bit of a little tip down, and then she fought it off, and now she went down.
Yeah, hard. And so what happened was, so 6 days to really process this new part of myself from my higher self. So in the process, you know, Kahu and I have been married for like 45 years. And he always told me, no, you gotta get over being angry with me. And so I'm saying, I'm not angry. I can't think of anything in this lifetime that I could be really angry at him about. So I just put it under the carpet.
Look at the weather right now. The weather's blowing big time.
And so the 2 nights ago, I was really, having struggles with my chest cold. And so I called in my angels, and I called in, to help me heal. I called in Master Guide Kiriel, and my angels came. And so they healed me. And all of a sudden, this other figure appeared, and it just so happened that figure started to hear me, but he appeared to me as a wizard. And then I asked for where he was from. And he said he was from the Elven world. And then he told me, if you want to heal, you got to get over the anger that you have for Kahu Fred Sterling. I go, whoa. And then I found out that did not happen in this life with him, but in a previous life a long time ago. Now, that is my journey, is to figure out what I did, to where does the anger stem from towards you? And then we were talking here, and Gail said, well, what if you did something and you were a wizard then too, and then you did something really, really un-wizard-like, and Kahu just took your stripes away, so to speak. Makes sense, right?
Yeah.
And demoted you. I said, oh, that sounds like it, right? See, you never know when your answer comes from. And I feel better already,
I feel great. Thank you very much.
So if you guys think I'm so lucky to be married to this healer,
yeah.
Oh,
well, let me tell you a little.
That's a journey in itself.
Let me add to this right now. We'll get it right about
here.
I have been doing healings on her for every night, almost a week now. Every night. I got on the table, I got in the bedroom, I got any place I can get it. Until last night, I was working on her back. I was working on her back, and finally she said, "No, no, I give up." Wow. But see, I'm thinking it's not my. I never thought that I should heal everybody. I never could. But she should be able to do it. But really, you've got to be aware. Right now, you folks out there right now, some of you are in here just for healing, right? And I so appreciate that. But many of you are single cell healers, and you don't even remember, or do you remember? You don't remember as much as you need to remember, but we'll take care of that for this year. But I can tell you this is about what I'm talking about right now. You have got to be willing to heal in every fashion. So you've got to take all 4 of your bodies, all 4. And I'm not kidding. I know I'm sound like a broken record because you heard me say it. I got this physical body. It came with this whole package with my mom and everything, and my dad, and that's the only thing that I know of right now because I'm a 3rd dimensional, right? We know we've got an emotional body right outside here. You got to feel it.
Yeah, we don't pay attention to it.
Oh,
right?
yeah, we don't.
Yeah.
And then you go to the mental worlds. You got this local brain. We want to get everything into your local brain, but you get this higher self out there. It's dancing in the, Gail's got her 2 blue people over here, but the higher self is willing to do with you anything you want to do. It probably is your higher self as opposed to being a guide or anything that told you, take care of your husband. But the 2 brains, the local brain it's the manufacturer of this body, but that's all it's really good for. But you got to be aware of this, that spirit brain is out there too. The spiritual self is part of this whole process. So you got to have all 4 bodies.
Yeah, and Master Kirill keeps telling us, and you keep telling us, you will heal when you're ready to heal. And I'm used to say, huh? I want to heal.
That's right.
And how come my eczema is not healing, and all of that stuff? I used to complain to him about that. But then he also said a while back, and I remember, he said, Kahu, you can heal instantly. I mean, you can heal others instantly. But then, okay, so then it's really up to the person, the healee, that they're not ready for healing yet. Because last Thursday, what made me think of this, we were taking care of, we were babysitting our 6-month-old grandniece, and she's the most wonderful, the sharpest kid ever. And so she came to us, she was a little fussy, and then we couldn't make her stop crying. And all of a sudden, so we thought she was hungry, so we kept feeding her milk, but she kept crying. But then we put her on the table, she was crying, and then all of a sudden, Kahu put his hand on her belly, and all of a sudden, she just stopped crying. Crying. And then there was a smile that came over her face. And after that, she was the good little baby again. So she must have been ready to heal.
That's right.
Yeah. So, and so like 3 nights ago, when you were doing healing on me, on my bronchial, my chest area, I could, because it was congested, and I could, after your healing, I was feeling so, it felt like everything was released and I could breathe properly.
Yeah.
But the next day I went back to stage. So I said, okay, why am I not ready to heal? So that is, if you think you're not healing, I'd say take it to the next level.
That's right.
Yeah.
And don't give up. Never give up, because if you give up, you can die. Anybody can die. Right? But understand this thing. You've got to if you want to die, you can go ahead and die. But if you don't want to die, you got to stick it out, and you got to get stronger and more powerful every day, basically. And that's what I'm working at right now. My niece, when I laid her down on the table, so the dinner table, and I scrunched her up in my arms like this, and let down, and I put my hand on her stomach like that, and just boom, she was screaming. It was so loud the neighbors were complaining. But it was for a scream to a boom, and she smiled right there in the spot. It was so empowering.
So I believe you can heal you can heal people instantly.
I think we all can.
But whether or not they want to heal at that moment, that's a different story, right?
So what I'm saying to you, you all have the right. I don't know if Stacy's in there or not, but I talked with him a couple of days ago, and he's been told he's a healer.
Oh.
And Stacy came to Chicago,
Mm-hmm.
and he's just a beautiful man. But I can tell you this: if you haven't been doing as much as I do it, and so who am I to say I do it? I had a lady in here today with her 18-year-old daughter, which is
A severe case of autism.
Autism, right?
Yeah.
Not autism. Cerebral palsy.
Cerebral palsy. Sorry about that.
But she was so beautiful. She's a little thin. Her mother carried in like this in her arms. But 18 years old, she looks like about 12, 13, Gail. And it was such. I had her on the floor in here, the comforter, and had this healing with her. And every time I look at you, she smiled at me and said, "What are you doing?" "I'm healing you." Okay. So I go back over there. I look at it, and she's smiling at me again.
I think she was healing you.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I know she's
It was
healing
all
your
the
mother.
love, yeah.
She's healing your mother.
Yeah.
But understand this thing. She was so inviting. And I told her this, that she can't speak. She can see a little bit. She can't talk. She can't move or anything. Her mom does everything for her. But I told her, I said, "You've got a job, and you're hired." And she lit up like a Christmas tree. She was so thrilled that she has a job now. And so all you gotta do is tell your mommy, "Come on down here, and Gail will take care of, you're gonna be here with her, but they'll take care of you, and you're gonna be working for me. You're working for the church for us." And I swear to God, I hope her mother will let her come down a couple times and let her know that she's got a job.
Yeah.
18 years old, she can't talk, she can't walk, she can't do anything but smile. And I'll tell you what.
But she radiates that
Oh, yeah.
creative love. Yeah.
I reached over her body and put my hand in her hand, and she cramped right on my hand.
Yeah.
So, oh my God, so beautiful.
So welcome, Kahu, to your my favorite program
Your favorite program
of them all. So we're very thankful for all the people that had sent in their healing requests.
Mm-hmm.
And here is how we're going to do it. After Kahu, talk a little more, we're going to go do the first healing, and that will include everybody, So, and then the second healing, we've chosen one person who is in Nancy from Florida, and the third healing is for Daniel on Quebec. And then we want everyone
to help heal these
to help,
two
yeah. And never underestimate the collective love that goes into healing, because I think that can heal instantly as well. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if Corinna's in there tonight, or maybe she is or she isn't. But if Corinna or any of the people that come here to the church and get healings, I want you to operate with us right now on this healing right now.
Yeah. And then the fourth healing we'll do a collective healing. And I hope you guys will be all involved, and we're going to do one for planet Earth.
That's right.
Yeah. So it's going to be fun.
It is.
So you want to tell them what they should be doing while, doing the first healing? We're healing everyone. Yeah. Interesting. There's a lot of healing that they're asking for their teeth. Having problems with teeth gums.
We could have the teeth last time. We did. So something going on about the teeth.
Yeah, it's interesting. And the next is ear, nose, and throat, just like me. So we're shifting, guys. We're really our bodies are shifting.
That's right. All right. First thing I want you to do is everybody's got to get comfortable right now. So if you're sitting where you can't sit comfortable, lay down on the floor if you have to. But you don't have to pay attention to this. It's just my face and Patty's face. It's all you're going to see. It's not that important to see it. But I want you to do this. I want you to do what we call 5-breath meditation. All right? We're going to do 10 breaths. So let's show you how to do this. I'm going to show you really quickly what I'm going to do, and then we'll talk you through it. What I do, if we're going to have a meal, we had a meal before we started here today. And what we do, we don't make a big fuss or pray.
We used to pray out loud,
That's right.
but now we breathe 5 times
Yeah.
onto the food, bringing in golden particles in the whole process.
We do. But first, I'm going to do my own training. Because what I'm going to do is when I'm going to do this healing, or I'm going to eat, I'm going to bring the energies into my brain first.
The first breath.
First breath. Second breath is going to come back in through. First breath is going to be the brain. Second breath is to the eyes, right?
And the vagus nerve.
Then we go to the chest area for the third breath. Fourth breath is right here, the stomach area right here. And fifth breath is your lower chakras, the ovaries,
So when you're breathing, you're going to breathe in the golden particles to fill those areas.
Okay. I told you I want you to see it, but I'm going to do it. And please bear with me because I want you to see it. I'm going to do it.
So he's bringing the golden particles through the crown and into his brain, the whole brain,
Okay.
including the hindbrain. Yeah.
The next breath, I'm going to bring it into the brain again, but down through into my eyes. Now they say the eyes are like the eyes of the brain, 2 brains outside the brain. They say the eyes are so powerful. And I've been looking. I was supposed to be blind after my stroke. I still drove here today. So, I'm not blind, restrict imagination.
Yeah, there's 2 people that requested healing for macular degeneration, just like yours.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm not beautiful, they got them, but trust me, my friends, you can beat this thing. I swear to God. I'll tell you about the first year. I'll tell you about Bolson energies and so on and so forth. Don't tell me that, because I'm going to tell you about all the stuff in the new year. The boson energies, and what I'm doing to fill in the dark spots in my eyes. That's a pretty, the ladies, if they're listening, they'll understand what I'm talking about right now. Anyways, so the first comes through, stays in the brain. Second comes then through into the eyes, goes down to the vagus nerve. The vagus nerve, if you don't know, it's like, if it goes down your spine like this, and it branches out through all of your organs have got vagus nerves attached to them in there. And that's the second breath. First one through, second one. Now, if you can see what I'm doing right now, if you should be, don't have to pay attention, but if you did, you see what I'm doing. And the third breath is going to come in.
And the golden particle is going to fill in all of the heart chakra
right here, the lungs, the heart, all the major organs right there. And understand this is. That's why you gotta breathe, just like I'm breathing. So you just go. You can do it, but you want to do it what I'm doing, because I can tell you this: my eyes are getting better, everything's getting better. Now the next breath coming in, come right in here, the stomach right here. It comes down to the brain again.
You're going to take it into your mid area with the solar plex. What is this area called? The emotional chakra.
And that, I thought, I couldn't think of anything I want to do in there. There's some stuff in there. Believe me, there's some stuff in there. Now, the fifth one down, come all the way down.
Into the lower chakra.
Now, ovaries, for males, or the other side,
Prostate.
prostate. I'm 69 years old. I have to be concerned with this stuff, right? But I don't want to go to the doctor. I don't want to go to the doctor. So I'm doing this every night to see that it doesn't get anything cancerous or. I can tell you this. I don't want to sound like an alarmist. I could die of cancer tomorrow, and she wouldn't understand it. You wouldn't. You think, oh, he let us down. Well, I'm not gonna let anybody down. I'm just gonna get. I'm gonna get gone, basically. But I'm not gonna do it right now. But understand this thing. I can tell you, I'm doing everything I can. And it takes me 5 simple breaths. 5. Now, if you were on this program, go before you get stuck in your television set. Do 10 of these. 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 there. Excuse me. Choke. Okay? So that's what, now one more time. The breath comes in like this.
He's lighting up the brain, the whole brain with golden particles.
But it's got to be just like that. They get the same breath you got to take for you to take this lower chakra. That's the same breath. Same as breath. Okay? I can only tell you this. It's made a world of difference in my life. Now, somebody was telling me the other day that they're having trouble sleeping at night. And a good friend of mine, too. And she was telling me that she couldn't get to sleep till 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I said, are you meditating? She says, yeah. Meditating what time? Oh, 11:30, 12 o'clock. Okay, well, that's what I do, the same thing, 11:30. But what do you do after that? I just lay there and watch television or toss the turn, But what I told her was, go into your safe space meditation. You've done this whole thing where you're breathing. Go into your safe space meditation. Now, I talked to her a couple of days ago. She told me, it really works. And this is one of the bigger, better healers I've ever come across here in the air. Truth. Anyway, you ready?
Now. Okay, so this is going to you guys out there who turned in their request for healing. And what we want you to do is just relax and start breathing, prana breathing. And just the way Kahu Fred Sterling had showed you previously.
Now I'm going to give you one more tackle right here. One more tackle. You do these 5 breaths. After you've done the 5 breaths, just imagine yourself coming up out of your chair. Whether you live in an apartment building or these go up to the tree. But come out of your chair, get up into the sky, and head towards Honolulu, Hawaii. You come right here to the center. And I'll put a beacon up right over here. You go over here and be part of the healing with each other. We'll heal each other. God bless you. We'll heal each other and do this, whatever we can do for each other. And then we'll do the other 2 people and we'll get out of here.
Oh, they could do that, or they can stay in their where they are and receive the. Or do you want everybody to come here? Huh?
I think
you gotta tell them.
Come on over.
Okay.
We can't crowd in here. That's right. We like it. You be this big. That's all. Right?
Okay.
Now, if you're really sick, the people, like a couple here that you really can't get up over this here, we'll come by and pick you up too. Right?
Okay. We're gonna call on your higher selves, and we're gonna ask also Master Kyril's angels to come and join us, and also the light of Master Kyril and Master Jesus, and another healing guide I like to call Raven with the green eyes. And we're going to call our friends from the 5th dimension, Kahu's blue friends. And I'm going to call in my goddess sisters from Haleakala. The goddess mother from Haleakala.
First one she brought is Master Kyril, and he is basically the king of all angels.
Yes.
So I don't know what it means, but he's got enough of them to go around.
Okay, so All right.
So you ready?
Okay, here we go. Start breathing, guys, and look for the beam above in Honolulu. We're in the valley we call Kalihi Valley. It's right now is oh so green,
All
surrounded
right.
with this healing green energy.
Take these 5 breaths with me right now.
Preston, Sue, Grandma Silver, Mira, Glennis, come on over. Tatiana, Michelle, come on over. Lemon, Nancy, another Nancy, come over. Come on over to Lemuria and get your healing done. Linda, Maria, Inger, Wilma, Bluebell, come over.
Just give you the first names. You'll know them.
Yes. Tia, Betsy, Susanna, Anna, Carol, Ellie, Elfie, Wilma, Teresa, Carolyn, and her daughters, and Elizabeth, come on over. And all of you and more, just come on over. You have this beam. Right below the beam, you'll see this orb of golden particles, photon particles. Get into this orb. Get your healing done.
I'm going to come out to the rest of you right now. So the high tail out of here because I'm going to go out. All right. So all the people you just mentioned over there, your physical bodies is what I'm interested in for you right now. And Patty, you travel with me. And we go around to these places. And I want you to know this. If you feel a little warmness in your heart right now, or where your people with the teeth, if you feel it in your jaw areas, you just got to feel it. Please feel it, because that's what's going to heal you right there.
Yeah.
And some people, there's some major issues, I'm telling you right now, major issue. And we're trying as best we can get to you right now. We're bringing photon energy from the central sun. The central sun, you don't even know what the central sun is for the most part. The central sun comes out there, and it's been traveling 40,000 years to get here to this earth plane. The same thing that Master Jesus healed with. You don't have to believe or not believe, just trust me on these. He was photon energy healing this whole process.
Yeah.
And what's the photon energy today?
Love yourself enough to feel these photons coming into your heart and then taking it wherever you want, your eyes, your throat.
Don't ever forget your heart. The heart chakra. It's a bunch of flesh under your chest, but outside that is the auric field of your heart energy right here. And you got to know this whole journey about the etheric heart is so powering. I was talking to somebody this morning and talking about using the third eye for the healing process. these are all potential things you've got available to you right now. And I can tell you this little girl I had in here today, all I had to do is put my hand on her back. It went down through her spine, and branched out her legs and down her feet, and back up her arms, and just had my hand over her, on her back like this way. And then I would raise it up over her head and down to his brain. And every time I look at her, she just had the biggest smile you could even imagine. And this is no jokes, my friend.
There's this guy in Germany
Uh-huh.
who's having problems with his prostate. And I want you to know, you just breathe in, take in this golden particles from the central sun. Believe that it will help you. Take it in way down into your prostate area. And as you bring it down through your system, let it light up your heart, and then take it down to your bottom chakras and light up that prostate area. There you go. Very good.
And I felt, I don't know if you felt it, my friend, I felt when she said that, and I felt it go in there, and I felt it get around this process in your energies right there.
Yeah.
But understand this, it's wanting to heal with you right this very minute. And that's what we do here every month we do this process. People out there, give me some right here. Second page.
Second page.
What's her name?
Her name Michelle.
And
she said grief and loss of passion, trauma through the whole family. Okay.
you understand that's healing. And don't kid yourself. Healing is what you got. You know, Patty said that she's got a splinter coming in. She does, but she's got to heal herself beyond that. And I think the guys that said it was me, or I was going to get some of this, but understand this. She's got this lady right here, Michelle. She's got things going on in her life. It's almost impossible for her to deal with.
She's a healer, and she's she's a fantastic healer. But sometimes healers forget to heal themselves.
That's right.
You know, and don't forget your heart. Put a lot of golden particles from the central sun into your heart, just for you and no one else right now. Just be in the mode of receiving, Michelle. That's what you need. You need to replenish and revitalize every cell in your body, especially the heart.
Call the photon energy in. Her heart. And understand this thing, Michelle. You've got to be able to heal yourself before you can heal the rest of those people over there. And why is this so important to you? Because everybody's got to hear what I'm going to say. You've got to heal yourself before you ever heal anybody. This you've got to know. And I can only tell you this much. My whole journey is about healing from the minute I get up in the morning till I go to bed at night. It's always about healing. And I know this because I've healed so many people. I'm not bragging, I swear to God I'm not. I've healed so many people just by telling you some things. That this guy with the prostate right now, I felt it go into his prostate right this very second. If he didn't, doesn't mean it's not there. He's got to go and do it again and again because it's in there right now and we sent it through. I don't know who was sending it through there. It wasn't me, it wasn't Patty. So someone was putting that whole journey into him. And it's so empowering, so totally empowering.
And Michelle, yeah, you're having a lot of challenges with your family. But today, just fill yourself with love.
And
Fill
go to one person in the family.
Yeah.
One person in the family. Don't go to the hardest one. Go to the gentlest one. It doesn't matter. Go to one you're guided to go to and just tell them you're doing everything you can to heal them. And they say, what do you mean heal? It's just, I'm just praying for whatever, don't be worried about it.
Yeah.
Just tell them you're working with them and ask them if they could feel a little better. And they feel a little better, and they will, guarantee they will. If they don't, then don't worry about it. Go on to the next one. But understand this thing, they will feel better. And you feel better, and then you'll come out of this whole thing, and you'll know you're a healer. And Central Cell healing is the only healing we know of only healing I know of that really gets into this meat, this whole process.
Yeah.
It's 4 bodies. You got to use all 4 bodies. All right. You ready to go?
Okay, keep breathing.
We're gonna,
Keep breathing. Fill your heart chakra with all these golden particles from the central sun.
what's the address?
And be in love with yourself.
Which one we do? Canada? Oh, Canada?
And then we'll go on to the next.
The 2 people now that are
Next
chosen.
2 people.
Yeah.
And if you could ground yourself, we'd like your help in focusing the healing on. The first one is Nancy. She is in Florida.
Give me your address. Don't tell me to show it to me. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
And she says she was diagnosed with Lyme disease and have pain in different parts of the body, at times unbearable. Wow. Okay.
Too loud.
She said sometimes I get pressure in my head, moves my cranial bone and creates lots of discomfort to the point where I can't touch my head, face, etc. She says thank you very much.
Oh, she's welcome very much. All right. I'm going to go build it. This is going to Florida. All right.
So Nancy,
I have her exact address.
right? And Nancy, for what are you going to do? You're going to
I'm going to put up a green
bean.
bean right up in the sky. It's got a big green ball over the top of it.
Yeah.
So, for those of you who are coming from New York, and I know the edge is going to go down, and there's a lot of people going. I can tell you right, they're going over right now, and you just head down to. I'm already there. Got the beacon up, and there it is. So when you get there, you get to this ball, and you come down to it very gently. Enter into this lady's place of where she's going to be, and just be yourself, little teeny self if you want to be. But understand this thing. Somebody in this group right now is a powerful healing, 2 or 3, 4 or 5. Well, there's more than that. There are a bunch of you that are powerful healers. And I want you to use my method right now. Get into this journey, come down that ball, and get into this lady and go around her head, her temple area, or right here in the front, right over top of the eyeballs, eyebrows, right above the eyebrows, and heal it back up over here. And if you know your umbrella, if you've taken yourself healing, the umbrella, somebody put your hands on there. Good, thank you. And just do this whole process.
Nancy, your job, Nancy, is just to receive.
That's right.
We're going to flush your system of this Lyme disease, and I'd like for you to say, I am ready to heal from this Lyme disease, and just going to flush your system, every parts of your body. Okay.
I'm going to go to the top of your head, Nancy. And I'm going to put golden particles down through your body. And it's like a dust storm of them, right? You'll feel it going down through your, in a moment, you'll feel it come out of your crown chakra, and into your crown, to your brain, down through your jaw, very slowly. And you go down into your neck area. And I'm just going to use the same photon energies. You go through this whole process right here, and then down into your heart chakra, down into your stomach arena, down into your lower chakra, down into your legs, and your knees, your calves, down to your soles of your feet. Now we come up there and do one more time. All this. Thank you. There's people being very helpful right now. I know. I thank you. God bless you. I can't name you, but I know you're there. And we'll put another bash down, this photon energy right down to her crown chakra.
Yeah.
And we're going to blow it down through this whole process, down through her very gently on the head area place.
And I'm working on her immune system, the lymph nodes,
Good.
and also the intestine area. Wow, if you're in that area, just flush her intestines.
I'm going back down one more time.
Put in lots of golden particles. It goes right through her digestive tract.
Nancy, if you get anything from this at all, please go to my website, go to the page, Long Distance Healing, and leave me a note of what you got, and I'll share it with the rest of the people around the world.
Flush her spine with lots of golden particles. The vagus nerve. Through the vagus nerve. Wow. Very good. She got nice flow going.
All right. I'm going to leave Florida. I'm going to.
Thank you, Nancy, for receiving.
Going to
Next, we're going to travel to Quebec, Canada. And Daniel is his name. And he asked, he has lung cancer spreading to the heart. He feels tired, problem breathing, racing heartbeat, upset stomach, always feeling cold. He's also asthmatic. 4 years ago, he had a colonoscopy. I don't know how to say that. Colonoscopy. Okay. So, Daniel, this is for you.
Okay, I'm putting up a blue light for Daniel.
Just
We're straight up over
relax.
Calgary. Straight
No,
up
no, Quebec.
Quebec, I'm sorry, Quebec. And it'll be a big ball on the top of this thing. So coming up from Florida, it's going to be an easy trip up through there.
Has lung cancer spreading to the heart. He feels tired.
Come on, Deidre, get going.
Okay.
Get in that blue ball, take it down into the. This is cancer, my friends. And this is a huge situation for the world. But I can tell you this. My friend Jimmy Carter, the president, he called and wanted healing. He's a religious man, 90-something years old. And I can tell you this, he's cancer-free right now as we're speaking. What's his name?
Daniel.
Daniel, hear what I'm saying? You, my friend, you could walk away completely cancer-free. But at least start getting your cancer-free. Start taking it up inch by the inch by the inch by the inch. Someone told me you're a healer. We need you on the earth plane right now. The fourth dimension is coming up right around the corners. The great shift we talked about. We need you to be up here and doing this healing. But you got to heal yourself first. People coming down through this blue light, I swear to God, there's more than you than we started right now. Somebody knew what we were doing because they're coming in. It's a beautiful journey, Daniel. They're going to try and heal you up in your heart chakra, in your heart area, where this cancer's just magically going to come apart. No magic about it. If you want it to come down coming down a little bit, just get 1 inch of this whole process, my friend. Get 1 inch, get it cancer-free. We'll go to the next inch next week, and then week after that, the week after that. But understand this thing. You're going to go in this bowl here pretty quick. You're going into this bowl right behind us. Patty is going to tell you about it in a few minutes. But understand this will be for the next 27 days. We're doing this healings. I and Patty will guarantee, and other people that have got the feeling for this whole journey, they'll know what to do and they'll do it. And you don't have to be home. I'll tell you this. You can be out in the car, but when you come home, you get in that bed where you are right now, where you're going to be. But understand this thing. They're going to come right there and do this healing for you. And they can miss a room, but they'll come around the room. They'll get to you. But understand what I'm telling you. Thing, Daniel, you are a healer, and you know you're a healer. And
You
we know
got to
you're a
heal
healer.
yourself first.
That's right. And you heal yourself.
And starting with the heart, your heart chakra. Just feel him in the heart chakra with a lot of golden particles, photon
Did he
particles,
say cancer in his heart?
uh, spread to his heart. So yes, in that area, the heart chakra.
All right. I'm going back to Honolulu. Coming back to Honolulu.
He needs also, like, fill that place up, his
Go ahead.
heart chakra, especially the thymus. He needs, Daniel, you need a new purpose for being here if that's what you want. You need to continue because there's some unfinished business yet. Otherwise, you wouldn't be part of this program. You're not ready to give up, Daniel. So go into the thymus and get a new reason to live.
Some ladies call me, or this list over here someplace. She said, I know you get thousands of people for these signature healings, but I need really big healing. So she's going to get it. She's going to get it. We're all going to do it for her. But right now, come back with me for a moment, because we're going to do a little healing on the earth plane. Let's revitalize yourself with 5 new breaths.
As we approach, the approach of the first dimension is coming closer and closer. This prana breathing is necessary to bring comfort into your life, to bring healing into your life. It is as important as nourishing yourself with food and water, and to nourish yourself with this golden particles of love.
Now, I want everybody in this program right now, you can do one more deep breath. Bring the photon energy in. I want you to hold your hand out in front of yourself. I want you to raise a ball of light from your hand. Doesn't matter what color it can be, gold, green, blue, magenta, it doesn't matter. Hold it, a ball, and then stick it up and to the roof of your house where it's going up there. Just put it right up there, and just put it up there, and call your friends and your neighbors and your healer friends, and maybe not healers, but just the people that you know and you trust them. And you just got to, this whole journey, this ball up in light. Now, the airplane looks like a porcupine right now, because we've got literally thousands of people doing this healing. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to call for a mass surge of photon energy from the central sense. So I won't be able to talk for a couple of minutes. You'll have to carry on.
So for those of you who are open and very sensitive, you will feel this photon energy that Master Healer Carl Wilfred Sterling is calling forth onto this earth plane. You can feel it, and it's so soothing. And take this energy and spread it throughout your living area, your home, wherever you are in your property, and then spread it out through to your state and your country.
Reach down to the core of Mother Earth. go right to the core of Mother Earth, the magma, and go through that whole process, go out the other side of the Earth, and just take it out to the other side of the Earth and build another ball over there too. Directly from where you are. If it's an ocean, doesn't matter. Come right out to that one direction to this whole process. Comes up to a continent or whatever. That's perfect. But understand this thing. You got now 2 beacons up with the thousands of people doing this right now. We're healing Mother Earth. And believe me when I tell you, you got to heal Mother Earth, and we've all got to heal Mother Earth, because it's between her and us. The guides, forces, the angels, the elvins, they're going to be here for us, but we've got to make sure there's a place to come to. And the healing of the earth is the most important part for all of us.
And if you can see, there's a band of angels also circling the earth right now. Wow. As you bring your focus back to the earth plane, feel the peace within your heart, the peace from sharing love with planet Earth. And she returns it right back to you.
And that's the end of our program.
Oh, well, I have a couple announcements.
Oh,
Thank you. That was wonderful. My gosh. Oh. If you have any questions, please email Kahu. Email address is on the website. And if you need a private healing, he's also available. And you can schedule it on Carol.com website. And what you get a healing. As soon as we get your healing request, we start praying for you, healing prayers, and surround you with golden particles. And then we make an appointment with you. And on that night, on that day of the healing, Kahu does the healing on you, and then you'll get a message after that.
Oh, you tag along too.
Yeah, I also help Kahu with the goddess light, and then a couple of days later, Kahu then writes a message for you, a healing message, and then that is another healing in itself, right? Because you delve into the person's energy
I
deeper.
tell you what I did. I tell you what I saw, what I did.
Yeah.
And recommending a few recommendations for you. And
lately he's been going into the Akashic records because, like me, if you don't really understand where the core causes of an illness, and he can go check into the Akashic records for you, and then advise you accordingly. And then it comes to me for editing, and while I'm doing the editing, you're getting another round of healing. So all for the price of one. Not wonderful? So if you're interested in that, go to the website. And if you're interested in a private session with Master Guide Curiel, the information is also on the website. Yes?
Now, maybe some of you folks are not conscious creators, but you will be one day. My conscious creators, this is going to go in the cosmic Akashic records.
Oh yeah, that's the next. Okay, that's next week. We'll not have Spiritual Seekers webinar program because we have a funeral to go attend. So, and then the following week, 2 Wednesdays from now, is December 23rd, and for our Conscious Creator webinar, the topic will be Prophecy 2016, a trip to the cosmic Akashic records with Master Guide Cariel.
And he told me he's going to drag me along with him.
Oh, perhaps you can drag all of us along.
Very nice. Oh,
Yeah.
very cool. Oh, yeah. We'll try it. We'll try anything. Concentrate to try anything.
So, in closing, I would like
27
to
days.
say, huh?
27 days.
Yes. We put all of the names, these names, into this bowl behind here. And for
Can you see
27
it?
days from here on, we will be praying over for you. That's Kahu and I and Gail. I mean, we're religious about that. We at 11:30 p.m. our time, we sit down, and we've been really good about that
Religiously.
because we found out that if we stick to our agreement, our life has gotten better, right?
Mhm.
Don't you think?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's magical. Magical things
I
happen.
actually feel like I'm retired now, but I'm working.
Okay.
I'm working. I know that, but I feel like it's so
I
relaxing.
I think you should redefine what retirement is about
I am returning
for the
to
Cosmo Fred Sterling.
That's right.
Okay. So for the next 27 days, we will include you in our nightly healing press with the help of Master Guide Carol and the angels. And you know what? It's so interesting because we bilocate here, and by the time you get here, it's so full with the angel world and the guidance world and the goddess light. It's
Yeah. Figure out
incredible.
where we leave at 11:35 or 11:30. We're in meditation. Within 5 or 6 minutes, we'll be up here.
Yeah,
And let's see, where would Deidre would be? It'd be 4 o'clock in the morning for her.
yeah.
5 o'clock in the morning. No, almost 5 minutes to 5. That's for her. And all in between, they just pile in over here. And I swear to God, sometimes I can't hardly get over to the bowl.
Yeah. So, so what you do? What all these people that ask for healing, this is what you do. This is your homework. For 27 days straight, you do not miss one prana breathing meditation. We highly recommend that in the morning, do it in the morning when you get up, and the same time at night. Okay. Like for us, it's 11:30 at night for us,
For me, it's 3 o'clock in the morning.
or 3 o'clock. Well, he does it both times, and then let's see what else. That's what you have to do to get your healing going to the next level, because it's a magical journey. You'll be able to access eyes that you've never accessed before. Okay, I'm just trying to finish up and encourage them to prana breathe, because I know for myself, prana breathing has really improved my life.
And I can tell you this, but I'm telling you, I'm laughing at it because this is supposed to be a 45-minute program. It started at 3, and it's now 4. But we don't keep that big track.
So now that it's a cold and flu season, that's what the television commercial is telling us all the time. Don't believe them, because if you have a flu or you have a cold, lie down. Bring in the new splinter.
Lay down.
Yes, take the time off and breathe in the new part of yourself.
Like I had one the
You're
other
gonna
night.
like it.
Splinter came in about, no, it happened at the store. At the store, I told you I wasn't feeling good. And at 10 o'clock tonight, that night, it was gone.
Yeah, no fair. You process it really fast. You can process it five hours. Anyway,
It's good.
if you don't resist like he doesn't, you can do the same thing. So we want to thank you, and I know you got a really great healing today, and pass it on. What you learned with
And
your friends.
Please come back next month. Next month.
Yeah.
We'll get it out a little earlier. We're a little late getting out time, but that's right. It's my mistake. I made a mistake on this one. But, we got to get it out Friday, and then we'll remind you on Monday, and then we'll tell you Wednesday morning just to remind you to get here. And, I think it's kind of a lot of emails, but just tag and throw them away if you don't want them. That's right. Call me, tell me whatever you want. But understand this thing. We're serious about our healing.
We are.
Serious. And you're healing as well.
We are. So we love you and we hold you in our hearts, and and the orb of the golden particles from the central sun. You guys take care.
Aloha.